Maryland, Mike Locksley, 5th year right here, returning 5 on offense, 6 on defense, brings in 9 transfers. Now, he was 8-5 last year, 4-5 in the conference. Here he falls in the number 4 spot in the Big Ten East this year. And it makes you wonder why. I mean, his record is 21-28. He's below 500. He's 500 at home. He's 7-5. But guess what? He may be on the hot seat right here. And that may be what might light his fire right here.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher for me too. But, I guess they really like the guy, and what he stands for. So you can't hate on everybody, Certain schools are a little more patient than others, and Maryland's one of those middle tier schools in the Big Ten, so they know the coaching carousel. They know he's probably a quality guy, and they're going to give him a shot, to kind of get things worked out. Like you said, 21-28, and from a gambling standpoint, if you go back and look at his numbers, I mean, in every category, home splits, road splits, they're all losers. So I would stay far, far away from this team from a gambling perspective. Now they are 2-0 in the bowl straight up, and when you want to bet on them is when they play non-conference. They're like 9-2 ATS. So probably early in the season is when you want to get on them. Of course, offensively now they're going back to Tagovailoa here. This is his 4th season as a Terrapin. I think he had his best season in 21 where he had 3,800 yards, 26 TDs, 11 INTs. But last year he threw for 3,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. So he's averaging 8 yards per attempt, 52 touchdowns, 26 INTs for baby Tua. So, but they lose both their running backs who combined for 1,700 plus yards, and I guess they're going to lean on Roman Hemby is their guy, the junior running back. He had solid numbers, just under like 6 yards per carry. So they're going to have to balance the offense a little bit here for them to succeed on the offensive side of my book.
Well, I guess all the hype is Tua in the senior year, and also new offensive coordinator Josh Gaddish from Michigan.
Oh, yeah,
he's at Michigan in 2021. So, maybe that's where all the hype comes in. I'm not sure, but I'll take it right there. But I don't see much other than Tua that could be a big threat. I mean, he brings in a bunch of transfers.
Yeah, they got some transfers.
A bunch of spots. The offensive line is not the best. It's got a couple guys from last year, and then it goes right over into a bunch of transfers. So I don't see, like I said, I don't see what the hype is. I agree with you, Big Ragu. This team we want to stay away from definitely until further notice. But last year they did do okay on defense, coming in 34 at points per game. 37 against the run and 51 against the pass. So, I mean, if they're going to make progress over there, they promoted the co-DC to full DC and Brian Williams. So, I don't know. There's a lot to see here. There's some small possibilities in there that we could see something different, but it's kind of leaning. The overall record leans towards it may start off high and end up flat. I don't know.
Yeah, they're one of these teams that just kind of like a step below, but then again, they did finish off on a positive note. They had a 8-win season. They beat NC State in the bowl, and they did crack into the AP top 25 last season at one point. So we'll see how they go. Like we see with these Big Ten teams early on, they get a lot of W's. A lot of teams look good, and then the reality sets in for about half of them after about game 4 or 5. But I'm not hating on them, just like you said, the track record, the coach, just wins and losses, that tells a story.
Absolutely. Now, as far as the season wins in this one, even the books know it's down to 7 right here, which gives it a wobbler as well. But they tough games are at Michigan State, at Ohio State, at Nebraska, and also versus Michigan. So you can, out of those, what is that, 4 right there, you could count 2 of them as losses. So maybe if they go 2-2 out of that, they may supersede the 7. But if they don't make it but 3-1 out of that right there, then they'll definitely fall at 7 or under 7. So, I mean, it's not worth it to risk it in the future that with a team that you don't know much of. If any of y'all out there got some more inside information or something, let us know so we could jump on it early.
Yeah. I see a lot of those games, about half of them are winnable, for them. But to break everyone down, I say the first two you got to put in the books for them, and then I'll call it hopscotch after that. They're going to play out of conference with Virginia, first 3 games. Indiana, they could possibly beat. Indiana's going to be down. They'll probably get beat by Ohio State, Illinois. Northwestern, they can beat. Penn State, they lose. Nebraska, possibly they could beat, and they should beat Rutgers. So it'd be close. It'd be real close.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go into the next team.